recently you got a lot of new Facebook followers.
Okay.
So first part of the question is, how did you do it? And second part of the question is, did you also have this kind of growth in your other social media platforms, or is it mostly focused on Facebook?
My focus right now is Facebook and Twitter. Because you see, I think at least in Malaysia, we have like the 4 most popular social media platform: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Okay, so I choose Facebook first because of the shareability. So if you produce content that appeals, if I produce content that appeals to my audience, they will share it with others, and that will expose new people to my content.
Right.
It's the same. It's the same with Twitter. When I tweet something interesting and people retweet that tweet, then will reach new people. But for Instagram and YouTube, I don't see this function is native in the platform. Like Instagram, you have to install a third-party apps to reshare stuff. So like me, I don't do that. It's too much of a hassle to me.
Yeah.
And I think if I think of it that way, a lot of people will think of it the same way as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, my focus has been Facebook number 1, and then Twitter. People on Facebook and Twitter consumes the content differently. Let's say the video is more than 2 minutes, I will just share it on Facebook. But if it's less than 2 minutes, I might share it on Twitter.
Right, the shorter the better lah.
My challenge is that most of my audience on Twitter are female in the range of 20 to 30s. I think that happened because the last maybe two of my tweets that went viral appeals to that demography, so they came and follow me in drove.
Okay.
So right now, if let's say my content appeals to that group, then I will post it on Twitter. If not, I'll just keep it on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Right.
My strategy with Facebook is very simple. Let's say, if you go back to my page, you can see one of the video where I parodied an Ustaz.
Okay.
So how it came about is that Ustaz was famous at that time for his comment to another Ustaz. And then right after I uploaded the video on Facebook, I advertised the video.
Okay. So it's the boost post, right? Is it called boost post?
Yeah. This time I just boost the post instead of using ads manager because I'm too lazy to open my laptop to go into the ads manager.
Right.
But when I boost the post, I don't boost it to my current followers. But I pick another interest, which is Ustaz Azhar Idrus.
Okay. You can pick specific words in your boost.
Yes, you can pick specific interests.
So people who have seen content of this or look for content on these keywords, then they will see the boosted post.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So let's say in future I do a parody on a famous politician who happens to be a lawyer, then I will push that content to lawyers.
Okay.
So once they interacted with that content, then I will invite them to like my page.
Okay. So once they interacted with that content, you invite them to like your page. Is this all done by the ad, or do you have to manually go there and look and see, hey, who liked my thing? Then go and invite them one at a time?
I have to manually invite them, but it's not one at a time. You just can invite everyone who has interacted with that post.
Oh, okay. That's much easier. Yeah.
So that is on the post, but I also do advertisement to get people to like my page specifically.
Oh, okay. That one is more general lah. That one is not like for this.
That is targeted as well.
That one is targeted.
That's the beauty of Facebook ads. You can target specifically what kind of people. So for my page likes, I target viewers of Maharaja Lawak and Raja Lawak, Maharaja Lawak Mega and Raja Lawak.
Okay.
People who are used to consuming comedy content.
Right. Okay.
And for my creative, I use a very simple psychology concept of persuasion, which is social proofing.
What is this? Okay, this is new to me.
Okay.
Social proofing.
Okay. So the headline of my ads is kawan awak dah like page lawak saya.
Uh-huh.
Awak bila lagi?
Okay.
So it's like, okay, your friends have liked my page.
Mm-hmm.
When are you going to do so?
Right.
So it plays on the people's fear of missing out.
Oh, okay. FOMO. Right. Right.
So they'll be like,
it's like,
oh shit, let's check out what this guy is doing on his Facebook page.
okay. Right. I understand that. Yeah.
And these ads, I push it to people also who have watched Maharaja Lawak Mega, and people who have friends of people who have liked the page. I was on TV in 2016 for Lawak Solo Astro.
Lawak Solo, yes.
But during that time I sucked.
Yeah, but you got a good bit out of it, right? I remember you made fun of yourself in that one, right?
Yeah. But the curse is that the TV executive, even until now, they still think that I suck.
Okay.
So I hardly get any offer to appear on TV
for Astro.
Because these execs, they don't go to comedy club and watch the comedy shows.
But you have been on Astro again, right? The 2018 we were part of something, right?
That Sedapnya Mulut.
Sedapnya Mulut, yes.
But Sedapnya Mulut, that was Syamin's production. It was not Astro.
Oh, so Astro still don't know, even though they like broadcasted it.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So what I plan to do with my page is that once I get enough content, once I get more comedy content in Malay on my page, then I will do geofencing ads. Okay. Geofencing ads is where I will blast my ads specifically to people who works in Astro.
Geofencing ads.
So I can fence like the whole Astro building, and I will send my ads to them.
So this is based on actual physical location.
Yes.
Wow. All right. Cool. So if you are okay, so let's say I'm on my phone and I walk by the Astro building, or I'm inside the Astro building, and I decide to surf Facebook, then your ad would come up. Is that what's going on?
Most probably yes. I'm not sure if you are a visitor. I think if you check in on Facebook that you are at Astro, most probably you'll get to see my ads.
Right.
But if your behavior is that you get online every time, if you are an Astro staff or Astro exec, and you go on Facebook at your office in Astro, then you will get to see the ads.
Right. Okay. Wow, this is okay. Casey Nazari, you're a clever man. How do you even get started to get noticed on Twitter? Yeah.
The Twitter sphere in Malaysia, or what we call it, the Twitter Jaya. Before this, I'm not sure if we are still using that term, Twitter Jaya. Okay. There's always like a topic that is in discussion, that is trending at one point. So what I did was to tweet my own spin, my own view on that issue.
Okay. Right. So you bring in a new angle that hasn't been explored before.
Yes, correct. Okay. And not just another voice in the echo chamber.
Right.
Because you see in on social media, there's more consumer than producer.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are really serious about being a producer, and you aim to create good content, then people will start paying attention, and people would want to retweet your point of view. Right after I tweet something, I'll just stay on for 1 hour on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Just to make sure if any people reply to my tweets, then I can reply to them. I can reply them right away, because to me right now, I'm not that big of a star. I don't have big following, so I can afford to reply individually to these people who retweets me, who replies to my tweet.
Right.
Because to me Twitter is not just to broadcast stuff; it's to connect to other people. But if I were at Haik's position, where I think he now has about 35,000, it might be harder for me to reply to each one. I try to add my comment on the retweet instead of just retweeting it by itself.
Oh, because I noticed there's two buttons. One is retweet, one is reply, right?
You can reply, retweet. You can also retweet with comments.
Reply, retweet, and retweet with comments. Okay, I know what is retweet, and I know what is retweet with comments. What is reply? Only that person sees your reply.
Only that person sees, and the people who follows you and follow that person.
Okay, they have to follow both of you, and then they would see the reply.
Yes.
Okay, so if it's retweet, then all your followers would see. Okay.
But the way the structure of Twitter is that whatever you like, whatever you favorite or reply, sometimes is visible to your followers. Let's say you follow a big account on Twitter. Let's say like you follow Tun Mahathir's account.
Okay.
And then you reply to one of his tweets.
Okay.
So even people who does not follow Tun Mahathir might see your reply to him, because Twitter consider his account to be of interest to your follower.
Okay.
I think I have lost a few followers because I liked tweets from ATS account on Twitter.
Okay.
I think the two events that contributed to that spike in followers is that two of my tweets went viral, 11,000 and 12,000 retweets. And then I asked people who retweeted to follow me. That's it.
Oh, okay. So you ask people who retweeted to follow you. How do you ask someone to follow you on Twitter?
No, I replied to my original tweet saying that, hey, please follow me. If you like this, please follow me. And okay, I remember one of the tweet I offered that, okay, now I'm at that time I was at 900. I said if I can pass the 1,200 followers, I will donate a certain amount to a charity.
Okay.
But then I think I went over 1,500 followers on that day.
Nice. So
because people love to contribute to these philanthropic causes, right? So
yeah. Do you like Facebook more or Twitter more?
I would say I like Twitter more, but I know deep inside I need to put more work into Facebook.
More work into Facebook.
Yes.
Okay.
Because to the TV execs, my followers on Twitter does not mean anything.
Right.
But I love connecting to new people on Twitter.
Right. How would you describe your demographic on Facebook and on Twitter?
In general, Twitter, people who are on Twitter, they follow people because mostly they like the way that person thinks.
Okay.
So I think people who follow, or even when I follow another person on Twitter, is because I want to hear more of their point of view.
Right.
So instead of conforming to what's the general idea or the general sentiment at that time, people want to hear what do I think of that issue.
Right.
Whereas on Facebook, it's like producing a content for TV. It needs to appeal to the broadest demographic.
Okay.
People who are comfortable at polarizing point of view will find me on Twitter.
Okay.
But on Facebook, people don't want this polarized point of view. They just want something that I agree with that. I agree with that. Anyone who would like to know more of the stuff that I create now, maybe can go to my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/KC Nazari.